Hello everyone, welcome back, Severed is here, coming back with part 12 of What If Deku Had a Shadow Quirk. Now, where we last left off, Izuku and the League of Villains with his gang, which is the Ultimates, has gone into the training camp to kidnap some student to make them nomus, and the people that they actually kidnapped is Monoma and other one, what was his name? Wait a second. Yeah, Monoma and Bakugou and Shinra. Monoma become a Nomu with the help of Dr. Ujiko, and Izuku in the hideout of the League of Villains start to cut off Bakugou right arm and then start beating the living shit out of him, while Shinra saying to him stop. But Izuku got a very genius idea, as he told Kirigiri to open a portal into All For One as he take Bakugou with him, and All For One asking him what he want. Izuku telling him that he know what's exactly the quirk that he wants, as All For One smiled and told him to get him closer here. And we continue as Izuku just dragging the chair closer to All For One as Bakugou said, "What are you doing? Put your hands off of me, you deku! Don't get me closer to whatever that is!" As Izuku said, "Oh, don't worry. All For One is a nice guy. He will just gonna make sure that you will not hurt anyone anymore." As Izuku put the chair in front of All For One, as All For One put his hand on his head and said to Izuku, "Do you want it to become painful, or do you want it to end so fast?" As Izuku said, "As painful as possible, please." As All For One smiled, and then a crimson and black lightning engulf Bakugou head, which make him start screaming in pain. Izuku just having fun seeing Bakugou screaming, seeing how the red lightning and how All For One is actually doing, how he taking quirks. And after that, he leave Bakugou as he said, "Well then, Mr. Young Izuku, could you please come closer?" As Izuku said, "Right away." As he stand in front of All For One putting his hand on his head as he gave him Bakugou's quirk. And after that, Izuku feeling a little bit of pain in his head, but not, that much. As Izuku said, "I don't feel very different." As All For One said, "Well, what do you try using some explosions in your hands?" As Izuku said, "Let's try it out." As he starts sparkling, a little bit of firecracker in his hand, as Bakugou looking at this saying, "What? What are you?" As Izuku smiled and said, "Well, Bakugou, look what do I have here? Your quirk." As Bakugou said, "That's impossible. How did you?" As Izuku said, "It's nothing impossible in this world, Bakugou. And you are now quirkless. How does it feel?" As Izuku throw explosion at Bakugou chest, which break him out of his chair. As Bakugou on the ground, as he stand up using his left arm, because his right arm being cut off by Izuku, tried to throw an explosion, but he didn't manage to do that. As he said, "What? Why can I throw my explosions?" As Izuku said, "Didn't you already notice? Your explosions are right here." As he throw another explosion at Bakugou, which make Bakugou fall on the ground. And Izuku looking down at him saying, "Don't worry, you're not gonna die. I will gonna show you how your own quirk will gonna kill thousands upon thousands of people. You will gonna live quirkless piece of shit, and you will feel every single time that you ever bullied me for. I will gonna make you feel pain. Killing you is easy, but making you live in fear and live in fear is much better for me." As All For One is just smiling behind and said, "Well, young Izuku, if this all what you want from me." As Izuku said, "Yeah, and thank you. I really thankful for this." It will be so funny looking at you, Bakugo. And Bakugo just saying, "No, that's impossible, you can't do that." As Izuku said, but it already happened. Well, let me take you out of here, and thank you again, All For One. As All For One said, any time, young Midoriya. As Kurogiri open a portal and make Izuku and Bakugo leave the room. As when they leave the room, All For One starts smiling and laughing, saying, "Oh, young Izuku, you are just like me when I was younger." And after that, Izuku getting back to the bar as he throw Bakugo on the ground as he said, "Well guys, look what do we have here. Katsuki Bakugo," as Shinra looking at Bakugo saying, "Bakugo, why don't you throw an explosion at him?" As Bakugo said, "I can't." As Shinra eyes whiting saying, "What?" As Izuku said, "Yeah, he can't because he doesn't have a quirk. He's quirkless and his quirk is right here." As he starts sparkling some explosion in his hand. As Shinra said, "You have explosions? How?" As Izuku said, "Yeah, a help of a little bit friends of mine. Don't worry about it." As Susie smiled, she's still wearing her mask. As she said, You took his quirk with the help of him? Yo, you really are very smart, Izuku." As Izuku said, "Yeah, thank you, Susie. But let me blow the living shit out of Bakugo here for a little bit," as he starts just throwing explosion at Bakugo. Having fun, the time of his life, giving a explosion, even every explosion getting even stronger and stronger than the one before. And after that, they hear on the door, someone ring the bell as he's knock on the door saying, "Pizza delivery." As Izuku said, "Who ordered pizza?" As after that, the wall gets bust open, revealing All Might saying, "Don't fear, for I am here." As Izuku looking up, seeing All Might, as he said, "Oh, the symbol of peace is here. Great." As he go to throw a darkness blast at All Might, but before that, what was his name? Kamui Woods using his chain, his wood to wrap it around everyone there, including Susie, which is she's still wearing her mask. As Izuku said, "I can't move," as he tried to teleport, but young Gran Torino managed to kick Izuku in the face with the, il Gran Torino managed to kick Izuku in the head with, and Dabi also. So both of them are knocked out, but Corrupt or Core got hold of Izuku body, which is right now unconscious, because they are one as the same. As All Might, looking at Izuku, which is right now in his corrupted form, saying to him, "Young Midoriya, stop what you're doing. You have already kidnapped Susie, and you kidnapped Bakugou and Shinra," as he looking at Bakugou with one arm, as All Might getting angry, saying, "What have you done to Bakugou?" As Izuku said, "Don't you see it? I have cut one of his arms for what he did for me." As All Might said, "What do you mean, what he did for you?" As Corrupted start laughing, saying, "You really don't know, don't you? You are not the only reason that I being created, All Might. He is also one of the reasons why I am here, why I am like this. He was bullying me for 15 years when we were kids until this day. And I'm just getting revenge upon him for what he did to me." As All Might said, You doing all of this just for revenge?" As Izuku said, "Do you really think that I'm doing this just for revenge? I will gonna recreate this world, even if I need to kill every single person in this world so I can recreate it. And I will gonna start my plan with your death, All Might." As All Might said, "You're not gonna do anything because we have captured you." As Izuku said, "Oh, really?" And after that, a, a blast of, some sort of gray portalish, what's that kind of gray? It's like a liquid, gray liquid, engulf Izuku and the other members of the League of Villains, including his members, which is the Ultimates, Rappa, Sniper, uh, Dobby, and Susie. All of them gets, um, covered with some weird gray goo, and Bakugou and Shinra also, as All Might was about to catch Shinra and Baku, but he said no! And after that, Izuku and the others get teleported away into All for One. As after that, Izuku get teleported into All for One with the other people, as All for One wearing his mask said, "Ah, young Izuku, looks like All Might has found out about the hideout, isn't that right?" As Izuku said, "Yeah, and I don't really know why." As after that, All for One said, "Well then, you should leave with the other League of Villains and your ultimates, because All Might will gonna come here soon." As Shigaraki said, "But Master, you're not in a perfect state for fighting. You can't do it." As All for One said, "Don't worry, Tomura. I have young Izuku on my side, and I'm sure that he will gonna be a great help." As Shigaraki looking at Izuku and said, "Are you gonna help him?" As Izuku said, "Of course, Shigaraki, don't worry. Me and All for One will gonna beat the living shit out of All Might." As Shigaraki said, "Yo, alright then. Alright, Master. I'm trusting you." As all All for One said, "Great, Tomura. I'm really proud of you. Well then," as he using his quirk, forcibly activating Kuriguri quirk to open a portal, saying, Go through this portal, please." As Izuku told his, ultimates to go through portal, but except Susie, as Dabi said, "No, no, boss, we're not gonna leave you here." As Izuku said, "Please, Dabi, you need to go and take everyone with you, because this will be a very hard fight." As Susie said, "But I need to stay here. I can't leave you." As Izuku said, You're not gonna leave, because we need to finally tell the world who you are, Susie." As Susie said, "Okay." But Rappa said, "Well, boss, I expected that you were gonna come back alive, understand? I'm not gonna let you die that easily." As Izuku said, "Great, Rappa, just go through the portal and take Bakugou with you." As Rappa go to take Bakugou from the ground, but Shinra come in front of Sen and said, "You're not gonna take him anywhere." As after that, Izuku said, "No, we are gonna take him. I'm sure he will gonna become a great gnome." As Shinra getting stressful starts smiling. But before that happened, from the sky, All Might come and said, "I am here." As All For One said, "Ah, All Might, you're really getting weaker and weaker. I was expecting that you were gonna come in 13 minutes, but looks like you come in 40. Looks like Izuku, Mr. Young Izuku here, fighting you a lots of time make you really go weaker than before." As All Might said, "All For One, so you are the reason why this kid has become a villain." As Izuku said, "Wait, are you talking about me?" As All Might said, "He is the one that give you your quirks, right? Regeneration and teleportation and shadow manipulation. Those are 3 quirks, not 1. As Izuku looking at All For One and look back at All Might, start laughing, saying, "You really think All For One is the one that gave me my quirk?" As All For One start laughing, saying, "All Might, All Might, All Might. Looks like young Izuku is right about you. You only have two brain cells in your head. Isn't that right? As Izuku continues saying, well, All Might, you see, just like heroes. An old man said, heroes don't born, but being created. And just like heroes, villains also being created. And I being created by you. You are the reason why I am alive and why I am here. Well, with the help of Bakugou. As All Might right now standing in front of Bakugou and Shinra, as All Might said, Bakugou, Shinra, take Bakugou and leave. As Bakugou said, he took it from me. As All Might said, what do you mean he took it from you? As Bakugou said, my explosion. He took my quirk. As All Might eyes waiting, saying, what? As he looking back at Izuku, Izuku said, oh yeah, I remembered. I also took Bakugou's quirk. As he starts sparkling explosion in his hand, as he said, you monster. I can't believe that you are doing this. As Izuku said, yeah, I also can't believe that I'm doing this. And after that, the League of Villains and the Ultimates had already gone through the portal. Suzy and Izuku left behind with All for One, as Izuku said, I will gonna take care of Shinra. Suzy, make sure that heroes don't get in our way. And All for One, I think that you have your own problems to solve with All Might. As All for One said, thank you, young Izuku, for letting me have this. I wish that you will be able to get rid of your arch nemesis. As Izuku said, damn right you are. As Izuku, using his black form, going flying at Shinra, throwing explosion in his face, making him go away. As All Might spin around saying, Shinra, no! But All for One come from behind and throw, an air blast as, air cannon, throwing an air cannon at All Might, sending him away. As he said, air cannon is a very interesting quirk, All Might. With a couple of enhancements and some air manipulation, you can make something very powerful out of it. As All Might said, you. And All Might going to fight All for One. But we cut into Izuku and Shinra right now fighting. Suzy right now keeping the other heroes away, like Endeavor, Snipe, Edge Shot, and Gran Torino. As Izuku fighting with Shinra said, well, looks like this will be the final fight between us, huh, Shinra? As Shinra said, I will make you give back Bakugou's quirk to him. As Izuku said, yeah, I don't think that he will gonna use it anymore after I cut the other arm of his. As Shinra getting angry and start going at Izuku to kick his face. Izuku dodging this attack and throw a darkness blast at Shinra. Shinra dodging this and using his flame starts slashing the air, which make like a fire slash in front of him. As he started throwing the slashes at Izuku. Izuku transforming, covering his hand with darkness to make it more durable and make a claws out of his fingers, start blocking these attacks. Shinra going from behind Izuku to kick him, but from Izuku back, Core come and get hold of Shinra's leg and throw a dark blast at his chest, throwing him away. And after that, Izuku jump in the air and put his hand together and start spinning in the air as he said, Hauser Impact! As he go at Shinra, throwing explosion at him. Shinra managed to dodge this barely, but with a little bit of damage. He started getting a little bit burned. As Izuku said, Bakugou's quirk is very interesting. Explosions will gonna do a very big damage, As Shinra said, you asshole. As he starts going at Izuku going at him using explosion starts exploding his face, but Shinra trying to dodge, but Izuku just throwing more explosion, destruction everywhere. As we cut into All Might fighting All for One, as All for One said, "Well, All Might, you really messed up, don't you think?" As All Might said, "You will gonna pay for what you did to that kid, All for One." As All for One said, "What did I did to him, All Might? Aren't you the one that broke his dreams, the one that crushed him? Aren't you the real villain that he destroyed that kid? I wasn't even there when he done that big destruction in the city. I was just watching, looking at him. He interested me, so I talked with him and we are now working together. Nothing more, nothing less. You are the one that was the reason for his existence, and I am really thankful for that, All Might." As All Might said, "You will be very thankful when I put you in tar dress," as he go to throw a punch at All for One. All for One, using his tentacles, capture All Might's hand and throw him on his back into a building, as he said, "You are getting weaker, you know. Looks like this will be an easier fight than I thought," as All Might said. "Don't expect that I will gonna fall that easily," as he starts going at all for one with punches. All for One catches his punches and start pushing him away, as All for One said, "I will gonna enjoy killing you, All Might, and destroy One for All forever." As All Might said, "I have a successor. You won't gonna find him anywhere. And once I done with you, I will gonna get my successor back from Midoriya." As he throw All Might away and said, "Your successor?" As All Might said, "Yes. And when the time comes, I will gonna make sure that you won't gonna put a finger on him, on her." As All for One, All for One start laughing as he said, "All Might, All Might, All Might. Or should I call you Toshinori? You may like it." As All Might said, "What is you so funny?" As All for One said, "You're really much stupider than I thought you are. You are even breaking my expectation. Even when I don't expect anything from you, I still getting disappointed." As All Might said, "Shut up and stop talking." As he go to attack All for One again, and we cut into Izuku, which is right now fighting Shinra, and Shinra starts using Chromation, going at Izuku from the sky to throw a kick at him, saying, "Chromation nuke!" As he go to throw a kick on Izuku from above, and Izuku, using his explosion, said, "Hauser impact!" and throw explosion at Shinra while he's in mid-air, which their power collapsed together, or crushed to each other, as a big explosion being heard from far away. And this is on the news. The helicopters are all around, the place, looking at this fight. Inko on her house saying, "Izuku, please just done this already and come back here," as other people in UA saying, "Come on, All Might, defeated him already." Kirishima screaming, "Win this! I know you can do it, Shinra!" As Shinra just on the other side of Izuku, as he starts breathing heavily, saying, "I'm gonna kill you." As Izuku said, "So you are finally deciding to become a devil, huh? Are you gonna start trying to kill me?" As Shinra said, "Stop talking like that. I'm nothing like you." As Izuku said, "You are basically me, Shinra. You are the light and I am the darkness. You are the fire and I am the black. You are white and I am black. You are a hero and I am a villain. So I think that we are both just two faces into one coin, don't you think?" As Shinra said, "Stop talking," as he go to at Izuku to kick him in his face, using all his power, saying, "Chromation." Oh wait. As he go to kick Izuku with all his power that he could put in his legs, with all the chromation that he could ever make out of his footprints, and Izuku covering his body more with darkness and go at him saying, "Darkness impact!" using explosion and darkness to make like a dark explosion, which make Izuku and Shinra collapse together, and a lots of smoke being all around them, while Susie's still fighting the heroes, keeping them, you know, away. As after the smoke clears, All Might and All For One watching this, All Might saying, "Well, look at your little student there. Let's see what young Izuku will do." As Izuku got hold of Shinra head, as he said, "You are done." As Shinra said, "I'm not done yet." As Izuku said, "No, you are done." As Izuku engulfed his hand with darkness and was about to shoot darkness blast directly into Shinra head to blow it up, but nothing happened. Not any darkness that came out of his hand, but instead his hands start to glow with crimson, red, and black lightning. As he Shinra starts screaming in pain, saying, "Ah, my head! Stop it!" As Izuku can't stop it, as he said, "What is happening?" And after that, the electricity blow Izuku and Shinra away from each other. As Izuku right now on the ground saying, "What just happened?" As he stopped using his darkness mode. As he looking at Shinra saying, "Is that was you, Shinra?" As Shinra said, "Whatever." As he go to fly at Izuku, but he fall on his face saying, "What?" As Izuku said, "Wait, what's happened to you?" As Shinra tried to do it again, but nothing happened. As All Might looking at this saying, "No, you didn't do it!" As All For One start laughing saying, "Oh, Toshinori, Toshinori, Toshinori. Do you really think that I will gonna waste such an big opportunity? Young Izuku is just the perfect successor for me." As Izuku hearing this saying, "Successor?" As All For One said, "Yes, young Izuku. When I was transforming to you Bakugou's quirk, I gave you something else. I give you All For One." As Izuku said, "You're not serious, aren't you?" As All For One said, "I'm serious. So, I put all my trust and hopes and dreams into you, young Midoriya. Don't disappoint me. I know that you will gonna become even a bigger villain than me one day." As All Might saying, "You monster!" As he fly at All For One. All For One using air cannon blast All Might away. And after that, Izuku come in front of All For One with Suzy. As Izuku said, "Darkness blast!" As he blast All Might away, which make All Might finally debuff. And Izuku right now doesn't use his black form. As Izuku said, well, 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 look at the mighty All Might. Without any hope and dreams, just weakling." As All Might said, why did you do this? And where did you take Suzy?" As Izuku said, "Oh, Suzy? She's right here." As he pointed at the girl with the mask. As All Might said, "What do you mean?" As Suzy said, "Oh, yeah, I will just let me get this off." As she take her off her mask and then revealing that she is Suzy. As All Might eyes what you saying, "Suzy, what are you doing?" As Suzy said, what do you think that I'm doing? I was always the traitor of you, eh?" Smiling at All For One saying, "No, that can't be. You are lying." As Izuku said, "But it can't be, All Might. She were always just playing with you. You were just an idiot that think that your successor is a hero, when it was actually a villain." And Izuku looking at him saying, "Oh, All Might, what's wrong? Smile, come on." Doing the same trick that All For One do with his mouth in front of All Might. As he said, "Suzy, come on, help me here." As Izuku and Suzy and All For One all just taunting All Might, telling him to smile. Come on, All Might, smile. I want to see that big grin of yours. You smile at Trash back as All Might fall on his knees, saying, No, it can't be. As Susie said, Oh, come on, All Might, don't worry. When you die, there is no one will ever gonna be able to stop us. As All Might said, I will gonna show you, Susie. Why did you did this? I put all of my hopes and dreams into you and made you my successor, and this is how you treated me. As Susie said, I never thought of you as my master. Izuku was the only one that ever inspired me. So I'm only loyal to Izuku, so piss off. As All Might said, well then, if that's so, then I will gonna use all what's left of my power to finally destroy you. As Izuku said, ooh, someone is getting want to kill. He start to getting so violence, huh? As All For One said, young Izuku, would you please let me take all might? I want to try my new trick. As Izuku said, sure enough, I will gonna take some other quirks. As Izuku and Suzy leave All For One to fight All Might, while Izuku fighting Endeavor and the other heroes using, explosion and his quirk, and also footprints of Shinra. Shinra watching this saying, no, this can't be. As All Might said in his debuff form with one big hand, he said, I will gonna put an end to you, All For One. As All For One said, even if you put an end to me, All Might, your successor and my successor will gonna rule this world, one for all in the hands of the villains, and my quirk still with someone that is actually deserving it. So I don't think that you will do anything for me. As All Might said, we will see about that. As All For One start using all of his quirk, putting it in one hand, saying, transforming his hand into this, the big weapon, as he said, I created this to kill you. It's specially made for you, All Might. Let's see if you can take it. As All Might said, come at me with all what you got. As they start collapse, rushing at each other, and All Might throwing his punch at All For One punch, as All Might is getting weaker. But before that happened, he changed using his right arm, stop using his power in it, and use it in his left arm, which has made him able to throw a punch directly at All For One face and throwing him on the ground, making a big tornado around of them, blowing Izuku and Suzy away. As Izuku got hold of Suzy using, devil footprints in his leg to fly. As he said, are you okay, Suzy? As Suzy said, yeah, I'm okay. And after that, he see All Might above All For One body. As Izuku said, no, he got him. As All Might putting his hand in the air, saying, I am here. As he point at, the camera, saying, you are next. And after that, everyone getting hyped up, saying that the villain has been defeated, but Izuku from above come down at All Might, saying, Chromation slash! As he slash, going, throw Chromation at All Might, blowing him away. After putting Suzy on the ground, as he go at All For One, saying, are you okay? As All For One said, I don't think that I will gonna stay any longer, young Izuku. But I'm trusting that you will gonna do a lot better than I did. As Izuku said, come on, you will not gonna leave Shigaraki alone, don't you? As All For One said, I can't do anything more than this, young Midoriya. But I wish that you will gonna treat Shigaraki like a brother and make him be a better villain than he is right now. As Izuku said, alright then. as All for One said, and one last thing that I want to see before I end up. Please kill All Might in front of everyone. As Izuku smiled and said, you got it. And after that, All for One fall on the stop breathing and died. As Izuku said, damn it, Shigaraki will be so sad. But the only right way to revenge him is to kill you. As he looking at All Might. As All Might right now in his debuff form trying to make his hand a lot bigger, but he can't do it as he said no. As Izuku said, this is your end. And after that, Izuku go to All for One body and put his hand on his head, searching for something strong. As he said, find it. And after that, he take off his arm and go directly at All Might and get hold of his clothes as he starts flying into the air. As All Might said, what are you gonna do? As Izuku said, I will gonna end you right here and now. As he just getting higher and higher. Everyone is in shock, saying that Corrupted is gonna kill All Might. And after that, Izuku in the middle of the air, he said, Supernova! As a big explosion of darkness and crimson lightning with fire and everything being in the middle of the air, and is like another sun in the middle of the night, like a sun being created because of corrupted power. And after that, he fly back into the ground as he holding up All Might dead body, as he pointed at the camera saying, is this your symbol of peace? Pathetic. As he throw him into the air and using his darkness blast him, blowing All Might body into parts, as he looking at the camera smiling saying, I told you already, every one of you should be in fear because I am here. As after that, Izuku got hold of the other heroes, Endeavor, Snipe, and other heroes, as he was able to kill them with the help of, Suzy, as he killed them all. And after that, he looking back at the camera saying, a new aura will gonna start from now on. A new aura of villains. So, if anyone is watching this, any villains that watching this, join me into this new world. Join me and join the new symbol of fear. And go in the street and do whatever you want, because there is no hero in this world will be able to stop the villains anymore. As all the villains watching this, Black Mask in the hideout saying, just I expected from him. Well, I think that I should join him before he kill me, as all the heroes getting into the street and just chaos and destruction. As Kuroguri, after waking up, Shigaraki told him to, teleport him back into the place where All Might and if All for One were fighting, as he see All for One body, as he said, Master! No! Master! No, you can't do that! As Izuku said, I'm sorry, Shigaraki, but he's dead. As Shigaraki said, but he didn't even got a successor for him, and he's dead. As Izuku said, don't worry, he already gave it to me. As he started sparkling his hand with red and black lightning, as he said, he chose you? As Izuku said, yeah, All Might killed him. As Shigaraki getting angry saying, where is All Might? As Izuku said, he's dead, I revenged him. And from now on, Shigaraki, me and you should rule this world together, like not just partners, but brothers. As Shigaraki shake Izuku's hand without his, pinky, as he said, well then, I will gonna happy to rule this world with you, brother. As they smile at each other, and after that, we cut into 1 month after this incident. Izuku become officially the new symbol of fear. All Might has died. the heroes has failed. All of Japan were in fear, but what's happened is Izuku didn't kill any innocent people. He just made a new world and started with, Japan, where there is nothing called people that are quirkless will not gonna get, you know, treated like Izuku being treated before. Any quirkless person, if he want a quirk, Izuku can take a quirk of a hero and give it to him. As Izuku made the world of Japan much more better than before. Actually, Izuku and Shigaraki are right now just getting hold of Japan under their hands with the help of their other League of Villains and the Ultimates. Suzy and Izuku finally got together for efficiently, and all the heroes are dead. And after that, Izuku has gone into his mother house saying, "Mom, it's all done." As Inko said, "Well, I'm happy that you didn't die." As Izuku said, "I'm happy that you're still alive, Mom." As he hugged her, and Izuku starts, going from Japan into the what's left of the world to put his hand on it to control everything, which Japan become even a lot brighter than before. The world of Japan getting better. There is nothing called quirkless in Japan anymore. There is only people that can live in harmony, actually. As Izuku, after that, said in his mind, "Well, I think this is it." It was really weird how I started everything. I wish that you could see me right now, All Might. What would you gonna say about this? Are you gonna try to stop me, or are you gonna join me? I don't know, and in this point I don't really care. As this is where I'm gonna leave it off, guys. This is the end of the series. Izuku become the new symbol of fear for, villains and heroes, and start ruling the world, or at least Japan for now, with Shigaraki and All Might dead, and there is no one quirkless in Japan anymore. Izuku making sure that he will gonna give a quirk for any quirkless person that he ever see. Well, at least the people that deserve it. And don't think that I will gonna stop right here, because this is the end of the series and it will gonna become a new beginning will gonna happen tomorrow, or maybe after tomorrow. I'm not done yet and I won't stop. Well, I have nothing more to say then. Severed was here.